So Kell Brook defeats Shawn Porter with a majority decision over 12 rounds to become the new IBF welterweight champion. Kell Brook pulled off a fantastic victory over Shawn Porter in very difficult circumstances. He was fighting away from home in Porter's home country. It was a different climate. He was dealing with jet lag. He was dealing with a very strong champion. I thought that Kell Brook's nerves might get to him and cause him to underperform, but that wasn't the case. Kell Brook held his nerve very, very well. And I always felt that if he held his nerve, he could make this a very competitive fight and potentially win the fight. Although I was still leaning towards Shawn Porter. But Kell Brook kept his composure. He was picking his shots very well. He paced himself very well. In the early rounds, there was a lot of holding. Kell Brook did do a lot of holding. He was trying to nullify Shawn Porter coming in. But the clinching that Kell Brook done was very slick because it wasn't obvious that he was holding. He basically let Shawn Porter run into him. Kell Brook held his composure as well because he had a cut. He suffered a cut from a headbutt because Shawn Porter was coming rushing in very recklessly all the time. And actually both guys got cut because of Shawn Porter's recklessness coming in. I was concerned that if this was a close fight, that Kell Brook would not get the decision from the judges. I thought that being in Shawn Porter's home country, it would be very unlikely that Kell Brook would get the decision. But he did get the decision, so you've got to big up the judges. And shit, Kell Brook done it, man. He done it. He is the new IBF champion. And he's conquered his demons. Because like I was banging on about before the fight, I was worried that he would underperform if he was nervous. I previously said if the fight was in the UK, I might pick Kell Brook to win. But being in America, I wasn't sure he could hold his nerve. But he did hold his nerve, picked his punches very well. As far as Shawn Porter, it was typical Shawn Porter. You know, I don't understand why so many people were so hype about Shawn Porter after the Malignaggi fight. I mean, Malignaggi was washed up. He's already been stopped by Khan. He's already been stopped by Ricky Hatton years ago. And people were acting as though Shawn Porter was a beast because he stopped Malignaggi. I don't get it. People got way too carried away with that victory. I always saw this fight between Porter and Brook as a fight between two guys who are evenly matched in terms of their physical ability. But it actually turned out that Brook was actually a bit better than Porter. Porter had plenty of energy, but very sloppy, very wild, very erratic. He had plenty of physical strength, but there wasn't enough focus for that energy. You know, he needed to channel that energy better. He needed to be more economical with that energy. Get into punching position first, a good punching position, and then let go of the shots. But instead, he was just rushing in recklessly, not really looking where he was punching and just trying to get anything off. Very, very sloppy performance, but not really surprising, to be honest. The thing that surprised me about this fight was the way that, well, definitely the judges actually gave it to Kell Brook, but also that Kell Brook's stamina held up as well as it did. His stamina held up very well, and he managed to get the job done. So congratulations to Kell Brook. He is the new IBF champion, and it looks like a big fight with Amir Khan is definitely going to happen now. It's inevitable. It's got to happen. So yeah, hats off to Kell Brook again. Shawn Porter can come again. He might have to change trainers though. I'm not sure his dad is teaching him what he needs to know. He needs to settle it down, calm it down, and utilize that energy a lot better than he does. So drop your comments below. Let me know how you felt about the fight and where do you see both fighters going forward from here. This is Hatman. I'm out.